Hello, Leo, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a great day. This will be your weekly reading for the week of May 3rd through the 9th. And during that time, we have mostly a waning gibbous moon. We're coming off that energy of the full moon, and it's a time of self-reflection and rebirth. Good time for us to make positive changes and get rid of bad habits and negative thinking. We then have the third quarter moon, and that comes in about the 9th of the month. So that is the time for things to start coming to fruition. We're approaching, we're getting towards the end of the cycle, so we're wrapping things up, getting to our full potential on those things that we started at the beginning of the cycle, but also once again trying to just get rid of negativity and push through and get those things accomplished. So please keep those moon energies in mind as we move through the week. This will be an intuitive general reading for energies that you may or may not encounter, Leo. So, as always, please take what resonates today and leave what doesn't on the table for someone else. And your overall message for this reading is a new romantic cycle begins. All right, let's see what the Leo Collective has going on in the way of romance this week. As I'm shuffling the tarot, my fun weekly reminder for you is that you take the time to meditate. So, if meditation is not something that you do, maybe try to give it just a little bit of a try this week. It's a good calm moon energy for meditation. So, take 5 or 10 minutes, just quiet your mind, quiet your body, just kind of still yourself and just go in there and explore. Just see what happens when you do it. See, maybe just take note of how your body feels, your mind before and after. See if it has any good effect on you. If it's hard for you to do that for any length of time, you can use headphones and a guided meditation. I know that I'm very distracted by sound, so if I'm trying to meditate and I hear a car go by, it makes me think of thoughts. And if I, just hear some house noise I just have really, guided is so much easier for me to do. Very distracted by sounds, so all of a sudden a car goes by and it sounds like the note that starts a certain song. All of a sudden the song, that's just how my brain works. Very, um, what's the word? The game that you play, association, word association. And for me, it's like sound association. I associate sounds with this song and this thing. And, and I just start going. All of a sudden, I'm not meditating. I'm humming a song from 1962. What's the song goes? Anyway, all right, let's get into this reading. That is my fun weekly reminder for you. Leo, for May 3rd through the 9th, a new romantic cycle begins. Your present energy right now is the Empress energy. So I just saw this one. I think it was on the Taurus reading, had also the Empress energy. So the Empress, she is our creator. If it's a new romantic cycle for you, she is our card of pregnancy. So if that's something you're wanting, then act accordingly. If it's something you don't want, also act accordingly. But this is our mother. This is the card of bounty and harvest and fertility. But it's also beyond just motherhood. It's also taking the time to build something that is long lasting, something that you want to make a long-term commitment to, much like you would a child. But it's the ultimate card of creativity. So I love that for you, and get into that energy and create whatever long-term thing it is for you. Your current situation right now is lots of choices here with the Seven of Cups. So you're in a very, very creative mode right now, but it's also making the right choices. Choice is a luxury. So when you have, let me grab a drink real quick. Feel a little tickle coming up there. If you choice is a luxury. Just make sure you're making the right choices. So if you're being creative, make sure that you're making the right choices with your time, your energy, and being focused, right, to make sure that that creative thing is going to come to fruition for you. At the root of your situation is the Ace of Swords. So this is an aha moment, some sort of mental breakthrough. Excuse me, that tickle is not quite going away yet. So this could have come, even in your recent past, that you've had some sort of breakthrough and it's like, oh, I'm going to do this creative project and I've got to make all these choices and decisions and decide how I'm going to, all the things you're going to do. So just make sure you're maintaining that focus there. Since this seems to be, emotional, but also logical for you. So that's pretty cool. In your recent past here is the Sun card. So you're coming into this happy. You're coming into it with a really, really positive attitude, and that's great. That's the best way to come into something like this. So what's on your mind this week also is the Magician. So wow, this is, all of this yellow. When you look at the color of the cards here, just look at all the yellow. This is definitely, happy, positive, manifesting. You've got two cards here of awareness and creativity. You've got the awareness and you've got the choices on how to do it. I mean, you're sitting in a great place right now to really do some creative work and to get something accomplished in that way. um it's really great. I really love these cards for you. What is just ahead of you this week? Knight of Wands. So this is also something you're taking action, and it's something that you're very passionate about. The Knight of Wands is about passion. It's about making sure that we're taking that thing that fires us up, that thing that gets us up in the morning, and taking action on it. So you're doing all of those things. I'm just going to say keep going. This new romantic cycle for you might not be about another person. It might just be about really loving this creative thing that you're into, which is great. I think that's awesome. In your advice position here, is there something that you're done with that you're letting go? And that's fine. Anytime we have these tens or like that death card, it's you have to let go of something to make this energy, to make these choices come in, to have those kind of choices, to have the Magician come in and ask you, how do you want to manifest this thing? And maybe you were asking the Magician before, and the first thing you have to do is get rid of this. You have to let something go in order to open up the space for something else, and send that creativity to come in for you. All right, what is beyond your control this week is the Two of Wands. So you're definitely thinking about your future one, and then the wands are again about passion. So you've kind of hit a goal, and now it's like, okay, where am I going to go with it? I've got the world in my hands. Where are we going? So again, make sure you're making those right choices there. Look around here, numeral. No, don't see anything coming up for numbers yet. What is your secret desire, or what are you trying to avoid? 10 of Cups is definitely, now we do have two tens. I was looking for numerology. The 10 of Cups is about your ultimate happiness. And I hope that's your secret desire. I hope that's not something that you are trying to avoid, but that's something that it's there. It's your secret desire. And I think through this creativity, you're going to try to get to that thing. In your outcome position is the Two of Cups. So maybe this is where this new romantic cycle starts to come to fruition. Maybe is that you meet someone at least this week, or this creativity, this being in this magician realm or in this empress creativity realm kind of lead you to a person that might be important in your future when it comes to romance. And that's because you're being who you are. You're expressing those things who you are creatively, and you're just kind of in your moment, and people can see that. People can really sense that, and that's attractive. So someone might be like, oh, I see you over there in the corner. So especially if you're single, if not, it could be someone that you're with now, that it just brings out that attractiveness in you and starts a new romantic cycle. Because when you see someone really doing something that they love, and they're being creative, and they're just in their moment, in their element, that is just, it is a really, it's, again, it's very attractive. All right, let's get a final message here from the Soul Oracle deck. Final message for you, Leo, on this reading is to make better choices. So here, make sure you're making the best choices. You've got the luxury now to make those choices, and choice is a luxury. If we're in a place in our life where your choices are very narrow, that's not as fun as being able to have all of these different choices. So keep that in mind. Let's see what you need to do in the way of self-care this week. Self-care for Leo this week is the card called Self-Worth. Why settle for crumbs when you deserve the whole meal? So, why settle for crumbs, Leo? Go for it. I mean, if this is not a go for it reading, make the best choices you can. A new romantic cycle, and maybe again because you're on your game and someone sees that and they're like, that's hot. That's like, yeah, I like that a lot. Also, look up angel number 1010, see if that has any meaning on your life, because that also 2 2. It's funny because I was looking for numbers before and didn't see them. 2 2 and also 1010. 22 is very interesting. I love that as an angel number. I see that one quite a bit in my own life. So good luck with all of this, Leo. Oh, let's see what's hidden from you at the bottom of the deck. We totally forgot. The Star card, which is our card of direction and guidance. and being on course. So maybe you're not quite there yet. Maybe you're getting there, but making these better choices is going to steer you onto that course. So make sure that you're just looking at what those choices are and making the best ones for whatever this is happening, whatever is happening for you, which I think is pretty exciting here. So Leo, thanks so much for being here. I hope there was something in this reading that you can take away and use in a positive way in your life this week. If you're comfortable sharing, drop me a comment down below and let me know if anything resonated, or if you have questions, I'd be happy to answer those for you. Also, if you like my reading style, hitting like and subscribe really helps me, and I appreciate that so much. So do that, and you can find me next week, Leo. Come back and we'll see where this goes. I'm very excited to see where your story takes you. So good luck with this again. Thanks, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.